Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Kelvin. In this video, I'm going to show you some calculation related to simple interest. So let's take a look on the example number 1. Mr. Chong deposit 10,000 in Bank A with the simple interest of 4% per annum. Calculate the total saving of Mr. Chong after 2 years. When you're doing this type of question, the very first thing that you have to do is to calculate the interest earned by Mr. Chong. So the interest can be calculated by using a very simple formula here. It's actually equals to PRT. So the P here is stand for the principal. And then the R here is stand for the interest rate. And then the T here is stand for the number of years. So the principal here is always referring to the amount that you invest or the amount that you borrow from a bank. So in these situations, the principal will refer to the amount that Mr. Chong deposit in the bank. So over here, the interest will be 4%, and we have to convert the interest to decimal. And the number of the year is also given already in the questions. So this makes our calculation will be more easier. So the P will be 10,000, multiplying with the R, 0.04, and then multiplying with the T, which is 2 years. And we can easily get the answer of 800 ringgit. So this is the interest that will be earned by Mr. Chong after 2 years. However, this question is asking for the total saving of Mr. Chong after 2 years. So that simply means that the total saving of Mr. Chong after 2 years will equals to the original amount that he deposited in the bank plus the interest that he earned after 2 years. So the total saving that he have will be 10,800, as simple as this. So next, let's take a look on the example number 2. Is regarding to the calculation of monthly installment. So whenever we buy a car, the bank actually will charge some interest to us. And the interest that the bank charge on a car loan is usually the simple interest. But however, in this question, I'm not going to consider any of the management fee that will be charged by the bank. We only consider about the interest rate. And this calculation may actually show you on a very rough figure on how much you have to pay every month. So over here, as usual, since this is the simple interest, the very first thing that you have to calculate will be the interest rate. So the interest will be calculated by using the same formula. Interest equals to PRT. So the P will be the 30,000, and then the R here will be 3%, and then the T here will be 7 years, because this is the common repayment period in Malaysia. Okay, for your information, the common repayment period in Malaysia is actually 5 years, 7 years, or 9 years. So let's come back to our calculation here. This is how we calculate the interest, 30,000 multiplying by 0.03 and then multiplying by 7. So the total interest you have to pay back to the bank will be around 6,300. So the next thing you have to calculate is actually the total repayment you have to pay back to the bank. So the total repayment is referring to the total amount that you have to pay to the bank within 7 years. So the total repayment here will be 30,000. Add on with the interest, 6,300. And this is the total repayment you have to give to the bank within 7 years. But how to calculate the monthly installment for your car? This is what we do. You take the monthly, you write down the monthly installment. And then after that, you have to take the total repayment here, 36,300, because this is the total amount of money that you're supposed to repay back to the bank, and divided by the number of the months within 7 years. So 7 years is actually equals to 84 months. Imagine 1 year we have 12 months. So if we have 7 years, that simply means that we have 84 months here. So the 36,300 here, we have to divide it by the 84. Okay, right. So next, divide by 84. And that's how we can get the final answer for the car installment. Okay, so divided by 84. So the monthly installment will be around RM 432.14. So bear in mind that the calculation here is without consider any management fee, without consider any extra charge by the bank. Because in this question, we just consider about the interest charged by the bank. And this calculation will show you a rough figure on how much you have to pay back to the bank every month. If you get 30,000 bond from the bank with the interest of 3% and the repayment period of 7 years. So hope this video helping you in calculate the monthly installment for your car. And that's all. Thank you for watching. See you and bye bye.